Hello everybody, this is Mr. Bowman. Today we're going to be looking at how to get to the practice test, and this is actually how you'll get to all the practice tests. They're all open and available now. So there's this link here, and I'll post that below the video as well. But you just go ahead and click on that link and come down here to practice tests. All right. When you get in here, make sure these are both on, otherwise it's going to ask you to log in and you don't have a login. So you want to make sure that the guest user and guest session are both toggled on. If not, you'll be able to tell because it'll ask you to log in. You can just click them and toggle those back off. So after that, and they're both on, you just hit sign in. We'll get you through some of these screens here. You can select any grade level you want as long as it's in high school. So they all have the same tests, so 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever the case may be. And you'll have access to all the English, math, science, social studies, all that kind of stuff. So math is in blue, and you're going to be looking up here to the top here. There's a whole bunch of released items you can do if you want, but the standard practice tests are right here. So if you're taking algebra or geometry ones, you just click the appropriate one and move forward. These are a bunch of tools. They're pretty standard, so don't worry about those. You're just going to make sure that nothing looks too crazy. It should be normal though. Just go ahead and hit select. Down here, text-to-speech sound check. You're probably not going to be using this when you get the test. Usually it's disabled, but it's enabled for the practice test. So what you want to do is just scroll down, hit I heard the voice. And usually it gives you a little plus there, or check mark there. Then hit continue. This is not going to change at all. Just hit begin test now, and it'll take you into the questions. Okay, so this is what they're going to look like. There's a whole mess of questions here. If you click here, there's your formula sheet that you're going to get. So this is the ones, actually it's for both of them. So whichever one, it has all your conversions up there, some trigonometry, some geometry stuff there, some algebra stuff down at the bottom. You're not necessarily going to need all of these, okay? And if you have no idea what any of this is because you're taking the algebra test, that's fine because it's on the geometry one. They just made one formula sheet for the whole thing. So anything you might need is going to be there, and this is what it's going to look like on your test as well. If you click the calculator here, which I know is helpful for a lot of people, this is the calculator you're going to get. It is the Desmos calculator. You can drag it around, use this to make it bigger or smaller. You can graph things in here. So if we want to graph y equals x plus 4, you can graph your lines, stuff like that. If you want to use the calculation parts, you just come down to the keypad. You can type them in. So we have 5 times 13. Oh, sorry. Don't put the equal sign. Let's forget about that. Equals 65. Over in the functions, remember, if you are using trig or some of these kind of ones you can, lowest common, least common multiple, greatest common denominator, stuff like that. Most of these you're not going to need. These are actually calculus symbols. I have no idea why they're here. But all those are in the functions tab. If you want to do squares or other powers, so if you want to come down here and say 5 raised to the 3rd, you click this one and it goes up like that. And you just click again if you need to add something else like plus 1 to get your answer there. So there's the calculator. It's the one you've been using for a while. You can go next, see the other questions, cycle through, save, pause, all that kind of standard stuff is here. So go ahead, run through here, see how you do. Remember, if you do have a question, I can't see the questions themselves. They do. I've been informed they change every so often. So make sure you take a screenshot of the question from the practice test if you would like me to help you with it. Anything else, or you can't find something you think should be there, anything like that, just go ahead and let me know and I will help you out.